Alright, so just a heads up before anything else. I made a script for this video back in January of this year and voice recordings in February. The relevance of that is that due to a recent change of plans of what I want to say when it comes to the updates of this channel, I had to redo the latter half of the script and therefore do more voice recordings. So if my voice sounds different for most of this video, that's why. With that out of the way, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy. Just start the frickin' intro. Hey guys! Remember me? It's me, Plush! You know, that one kid that made Plush videos in mid-2016 and his channel went on hiatus because of his own some stupid mistakes, and he came back in late 2017 and about after 7 months he left and went on hiatus? Again? Oh my god. Where do I even start with this? Well, I guess I should start with an apology. I am serious when I say I am truly sorry for all the waiting I put you guys through. Like, seriously, it's honestly infuriating at this point how much I had to wait myself. Because I felt bad. I felt bad for just leaving without no confirmation on when I was coming back. And it lasted longer than the first hiatus too. For those not familiar with the first hiatus of my channel or why it occurred, here's a brief summary here. Well, it's not that brief, but if you're still interested, go ahead and read it. How long is the second hiatus compared to the first? Well, although we're about to get a little bit mathematical up in here, I guess it's the only way to find out, so here I go. If counting the original upload date of TPM Updates and No More Promises, which TPM Updates back in business means that the first hiatus was 11 months and 27 days. Or 361 days, which now that I think about it, really wasn't all that bad, since it was only 4 days away from being an entire year. But as for the second hiatus, well, if you calculate the original upload date with TPM Updates, a lot of explaining, with the re-upload date of the ThePlushMinister intro too, then that means, oh god. That's 19 months and 19 days. And 1 year and 7 months. That's 1/12 of a year. Do you know how many days that is? 598. I repeat, 598 days! Or, if you want to be even more specific, 85 weeks and 3 days, 14,352 hours, 861,120 minutes, 51,667,200 seconds! The point is that I'm trying to make is that my channel has been dead for a really long time. Which is why it's so satisfying that I'm finally coming back. I really miss you guys. Yeah, I've been active on most of my other social medias throughout the second hiatus. But you guys all know that YouTube is where my source of content stems from. So like I said, it really is great to finally be back. Alright, enough stalling. Let's actually get into the updates. So, the one question you're probably wondering about the most is, will I ever make plush videos again? No. But, not for the reason you think. Remember in TPM Updates a lot of explaining that I said it was personal being the reason why it was taking so long for me to continue production on Season 1 and finish the episode Return of Bob and His Minions? Well, the reason being why I couldn't at the time was the lack of living space that I had to myself at the time. I didn't really have enough space to record plush videos. Although it was only the first floor of the house that I wasn't able to record in at the time, for people that watch my plush videos, if you've been paying attention, you would know that the first floor of the house is 4 locations in the TPM headcanon. Peach's Castle, the living room, Chai Kingdom, the dining room, Birabudo Kingdom, the kitchen, and the Dream Zone, the dining room table. That's half of the locations of Season 1. If some of them was important, see the problem? What made it worse is that the camera I had to record my plush videos, while I loved, just wasn't fit to make high quality plush videos in the first place. I needed a bunch of lighting for it to even come out nicely, and when there wasn't, I was pretty much out of luck. And I had a green screen also. Yeah, bet you never knew that, did ya? Why? I never got to use it. I tried to use it in the Minister presentation 2017, which was supposed to be used for those Oscar segments you saw in the video, but wasn't able to due to the bad camera quality, being the reason why I wasn't able to use the green screen for its actual purpose in the first place. Getting back on topic, but at the same time, speaking of the Minister presentation 2017 again, in that video, I mentioned that the computer I was using was a 13-inch late 2009 unibody MacBook, which I got for my 14th birthday back then. Well, after I uploaded TPM Updates a lot of explaining, my mom invested in getting me a 13-inch mid-2012 unibody MacBook Pro, because she wanted my previous MacBook. When I got it in late June 2018, I got scammed. My mom bought it off of Amazon. Sorry for the interruption, but just to clear things up because of the way I worded that, when my mom did buy it on Amazon, I was the one who showed her that specific listing. The only reason I say this is because none of this was her fault. And then it said mid-2012 MacBook Pro. What I got? A 13-inch mid-2009 unibody MacBook Pro, meaning I couldn't update it to High Sierra. I was stuck with El Capitan. And you'd think, after having to go through the trouble of downloading non-up-to-date apps in a pretty old computer, you think I wouldn't have any more troubles with it. Wrong! This MacBook Pro ran horribly. It was god awful. I don't know if it was the RAM or the logic board itself, but this thing was just faulty. It was so bad to the point to where I wasn't even able to export videos or graphics and logos made in Final Cut Pro or Photoshop because the storage was full, and oddly enough was filled with nothing but other. Even factory resetting it didn't even work because I tried to do it. Even factory resetting it didn't work. As I tried to do that in mid-2019, it still ran just as bad as when I got it in 2018. Plus, the old 2009 MacBook got something spilled all over it and just stopped working. And to add the final nail in the coffin, in late 2018, that lack of space to record I mentioned earlier got even worse. It went from not being able to record downstairs, from not being able to record in the entire house. While in hindsight I still could've, chose not to because of the lack of space to myself. Plus, I didn't want to get in anybody's way. This all happened so fast and it was hard to wrap my head around why it did. I mostly blame myself for the whole MacBook side of things, but as for everything else, that was out of my control. I was in a bleak place personally because of how the changes in my life affected my channel. It sure gave me a lot to think about though, so I did. Over time during this second hiatus, I began to think less and less about the TPM headcanon and more about my future. Doing plush content was only my hobby, but what I really want to be when I grow older is become an animator. It was honestly the first time I thought about it in a while. If you didn't notice, throughout both hiatuses of my channel, I do a whole bunch of art and drawings, and upload them to my social media. I always had fun doing it, and I still do today, but at the same time, I still couldn't help thinking about what to do with this channel. But I eventually realized that even if everything went back to the way it was, and I was able to make plush videos again successfully, I still wouldn't be able to finish the series before I turn 18. At least, not with the quality and execution I wanted. Meaning that, at this point, trying to stop the inevitable was pointless. That's when I made the unfortunate decision that I'd end the series prematurely. And stop making plush videos for good. It really takes the plush out of the ThePlushMinister, huh? Considering that all of the stuff happened in the span of only a few months, when everything was just fine at first, just go to show how much can change in a short amount of time. For better or for worse in this case, I wasn't sure. How I felt for a while and the fact that I had to make that decision says worse, but what I actually want to do in life says better. But in the end, I've come to realize that it was for the greater good. And even though it really hurt and it was bittersweet, that's life. And it's never always going to be how you want it to be. Life isn't perfect. It never was. And everything's not always going to go as planned. There will be stuff like this that'll happen to you. That's just a given with life. But you should never let that deter you from moving forward. Don't let that stop you from doing what you want to do in life. As cheesy and cliche as it is, it's true and always will be that no matter what bad thing happens in your life, it always gets better. And even when it seems like it doesn't, still you should never give up. Always live your life to the fullest. Cherish what you have, and follow your dreams. At least, that's how I see it. If there's anything to take away from this video, those life lessons are it. Because, just like anybody else, you have the power to make a difference. Because you matter. So, what now? Well, this is where what I mentioned in the beginning of this video comes into play. Because at first, I was just going to mention what type of content I was going to make on this channel moving forward, while finishing all the old projects I was working on. But, due to a recent setback, I made a decision to do something I should have done a long time ago. That's right, I'm going to be rebranding this channel. I'm going to give it a new name and make brand new content that's so different from what I usually upload here that you probably won't even know I made it. What that content will be though, well, I guess you'll just have to wait until the rebrand. Something else I wanted to mention that you're probably wondering about is, Plush, if you're rebranding this channel, what's going to happen to all of these videos? You're not going to delete them all, are you? No, I'd never do that. These videos have brought me to where I am today. But I will unlist them all and put them in a playlist where you're able to watch them there. That way they won't clash with the upcoming videos I make after the channel is rebranded. Oh, and one more thing. After this video, I'm going to be making one more video for this channel. A farewell video, as a tribute to what I've done while I was still a part of the plush community. Expressing my feelings about this channel, and giving you all one final send-off before I rebrand this channel. It won't take long to make, so you can look forward to it, as it will be the final video I make under the name ThePlushMinister. Well, I guess that wraps up everything and ties up all the loose ends as to where I've been and what happened to this beforehand really dead channel, why I've been gone, and what the future has to hold for this channel. For those who've watched this video the whole way through, thanks! And for any new viewers watching this, welcome. I know you might be confused as to what's going on. Don't even worry about it, it's all good. It's totally understandable considering just how long I've been gone. Now again, thank you guys for being so patient and such loyal viewers and subscribers. For those who are still here anyways. And again, I'm truly sorry for being radio silent for so long. And hopefully once I rebrand this channel, another hiatus like this never happens again. And if I ever do go on a break or a hiatus, from here on out I will notify you guys beforehand. Well, I guess that's all I have to say. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. And hopefully you guys enjoy what content I have to offer moving forward. See ya, take care, and stay safe.